Today, Representative Wilson will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you and good morning, Madam Speaker. Please join me for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Schiebel, welcome back. Please call the roll.
Representatives Amabile, Armagost, Bacon. Representative Byrd is excused. Bockenfeld, Basenecker, Bottoms, Bradfield, Bradley, Catlin. Representative Doherty is excused. DeGraff, Degree Kennedy, Dixon, Duran is here. English, Epps, Evans, Frizzell, Froelich is here. Garcia, Gonzalez Gutierrez, Hamrick, Hartsook, Herod, Holtorf, Judah, Joseph, Kip, Leader, Lindsay, Linstead, Luck, Lukens, Lynch, Mabry, Marshall, Representative Marshall
Excused.
is excused. Martinez, Morrow, Rep. Morrow's excused. McCormick, McLaughlin, Michelson Janae, Ortiz, Parenti, Puglisi, Ricks, Representative Ricks,
Excused.
Sharbini, Sirota, Snyder, Soper, Story, Representative Story, Taggart, Titone, Valdez, Representative Valdez,
Excused.
Velasco, Representative Velasco,
Excused.
excused. Vigil, Weinberg, Weissman, Wilford, Wilson, Winter, Woodrow, Young, and Madam Speaker.
Members, we have 57 present, 7 excused, 1 vacant. We do have a quorum. Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the Journal of Monday, January 23rd, 2023 be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
Members, you have heard the proper motion that the journal be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All those in favor say aye. Members, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Announcements and introductions, members. Representative Weissman.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and good morning, members. I have two announcements. The first is just to remind everybody that one in a series of informational sessions by our nonpartisan staff that was snowed out last week is reset to tomorrow morning, the 25th, 8 a.m. It's going to be about our judicial branch in Colorado, how that works. So it's open to all members as well as aides and others who might want to hear more about that. Also, the second announcement is to announce today's Judiciary Committee calendar. We're finally getting down to business and doing bills. So this afternoon, in our usual room, 112, starting at 1:30, we will hear House Bills 1049, 1033, and 1012. See you at 1:30. Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Judah.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have permission from the Majority Leader to be gone tomorrow morning.
Thank you. So approved. Representative Froelich.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. It is a pleasure to serve with you.
And a pleasure to serve with you, too.
Transportation, housing, local government, no meetings today, but we do have a very interesting lineup of presentations tomorrow at 1:30, LSBA. We look forward to seeing you then.
Thank you. Representative Michelson-Jeannet.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members of Public and Behavioral Health and Human Services, we will not be meeting today. It does say that we are meeting today in the calendar, but we are not meeting today. We are meeting tomorrow at 1:30, and we have two bills on the agenda.
Thank you. Representative Kipp.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Any Harry Potter fans out there? I'm just saying tomorrow is double potions with Professor Snape, in case you get the reference, but we actually have double energy and environment tomorrow. We have it at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning with our follow-up of our SMART Act hearing with the JBC. So 8 a.m. over in the old Supreme Court chambers. And then we will be in our regular committee room over in LSBA up on adjournment tomorrow. So even though we don't have bills scheduled, we do have some sort of introductory things for our committee, and we also have a briefing from the COGCC and an update on their implementation of SB 181 from 2019 in case anyone else is interested in attending.
Thank you. Representative Michelson-Jeannet for a second time.
Sorry, Madam Speaker. Members, new members, I'm talking to you. If you didn't get in your Civil Air Patrol form yesterday, please try to get it into me today. It should still be on your desk. If you've lost it, I can make more copies. Awesome. So I'm right over there in the middle. So just bring it over to me when you've got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any additional announcements or introductions? Representative Kennedy will replace Representative Doherty on Judiciary for today only. Members, our next order of business is the consideration of memorials. Representative Froelich. Members, the next order of business is our memorial today. Representative Froelich. Thank you. Mr. Schiebel, please read the title of Senate Joint Memorial 001.
Senate Joint Memorial 1 by Senator Rodriguez, also Representative Froelich, memorializing former Representative and Senator Dottie Wham.
Representative Froelich.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that Senate Joint Memorial 001 be adopted and ask that it be read at length.
Mr. Schiebel.
Whereas Dottie Stonecipher Wham departed this life on October 20th, 2019, and whereas Dottie was born in Centralia, Illinois on January 5th, 1925, and whereas Dottie received a bachelor's degree from McMurray College, a master's degree from the University of Illinois, and an honorary doctorate from McMurray College as a distinguished alumna. And whereas Dottie married her high school sweetheart, Robert Wham, on January 26, 1947. And whereas Bob and Dottie moved from Illinois to Montrose, Colorado in 1950, and then moved to Denver in 1953. And whereas Dottie served as the regional director for Colorado and Wyoming for the Federal Domestic Volunteer Agency, known as Action, for 10 years. And whereas Dottie served in the Colorado House of Representatives from 1983 to 1986, and in the Colorado State Senate from 1986 to 2000. And whereas Dottie served as chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee for 12 years. And whereas Dottie was the first person to chair the Senate Judiciary Committee who was not an attorney. And whereas during her legislative career, Dottie served as the prime sponsor for 321 House and Senate bills, of which 243 were enacted into law. And whereas one of the accomplishments of which Senator Wong was very proud was her work to establish a trauma system throughout the state to ensure that persons injured by trauma were taken to the most appropriate facility as quickly as possible. And whereas the establishment of the trauma system took 9 years of work with other legislators, rural and urban hospitals, patient representatives, fire departments, and professional associations of physicians, nurses, and emergency medical technicians. And whereas that system is still in place and operating smoothly today. And whereas other bills of note carried by Dottie Wong include bills to establish confidential testing for the HIV virus, establishment of a system to test all newborn infants in the state for hearing loss, standards and procedures for advanced directives for end-of-life care, and several omnibus criminal justice bills. And whereas Dottie Wong was recognized by the Honorable Scott McGinnis on the floor of the United States House of Representatives on May 23, 2000, as the citizen legislator ideal and as a model that every official in elected office should seek to emulate. And by the Honorary Diana DeGette on November 15, 2019, as a true public servant in every sense of the word, who had a deep and unwavering commitment to work across the political aisle to get things done for her community. And whereas Dottie Wong will be remembered for her humor, compassion, practicality, and her integrity, in addition to being a good friend and a good citizen. And whereas it is fitting that we, the members of the General Assembly, pay tribute to the dedicated service of Representative and Senator Dorothy Stonecipher Wong, and express our deep regret and sorrow occasioned by her death. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Senate of the 74th General Assembly of the State of Colorado, the House of Representatives concurring herein, that in the death of Dorothy Stonecipher Wong, the people of the state of Colorado have lost a dedicated public servant and an outstanding citizen, and that we, the members of the General Assembly, do hereby extend our deep and heartfelt sympathy to the members of her family and pay tribute to a woman who served the state well and faithfully.
Representative Froelich.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and please be seated. Thank you, Mr. Shebo, for reading that. Shall we just, I had the tremendous honor of interviewing Senator Wong for a documentary film on elected women, and she was our first interview, and she's always been just a tremendous, she wrote to me, and an amazing person. And so this is just a little clip about, mostly about what other people are saying about her. Super brief.
Working with strong women is beneficial. And Dottie was strong.
I just am strongly pro-woman.
She was probably the best. Absolutely the best.
Dottie and I would be on the opposite of probably most every issue, and yet I thought she was a forerunner, a foremother.
Amy is a natural leader. Amy's just good.
Norma really was a role model for me. She fought her way up there. She really did, and did a good job.
And I probably wouldn't be sitting here if it hadn't have been for so many women that were supportive of me.
Now they're talking about other people. But that is a theme of women mentoring women and women having other women follow them into their elected office. Senator Wong loved public service, and she loved her time in the House and in the Senate. It was her greatest accomplishment, her greatest joy. And we are joined by her family, her daughter, Jean Ryan, and her son-in-law, Brent Ryan, and her granddaughter, of which she was tremendously proud, Lauren Ryan. So please welcome her. Thank you for being here, and thank you for loaning us your mother for her time of which she dedicated herself to us. So thank you. And I don't know if anyone else has a personal remembrance, but I welcome those. And if not, I ask that the morning roll call be added as co-sponsors.
We will first honor the motion. One moment, Rep. Froelich.
I move that Senate Bill 23 be adopted and ask, oh, I did that.
Yes, we are.
I'm sorry.
You're terrific. Seeing no further discussion, and certainly so delighted to have the family here. We share our best wishes during this time, and thank you for sharing her with us. The motion is for the adoption of Senate Joint Memorial 001. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. Senate Joint Memorial 001 is adopted. Representative Froelich.
About the morning roll call, please, being added as co-sponsors.
Is there any objection? Seeing none, the morning roll call will be added as co-sponsors. Thank you, all members. Quiet moment. Is there any further business for us today? Any more announcements or introductions? Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House stand in recess until later today.
Seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess until later today.
Representative Catlin? There you are, sir.